If you thought being cute makes you more attractive, asking for less makes you more convenient, then let me ask you, why are you not getting what you want? The women who truly get what they want, they are not extraordinary beautiful, they don't beg, they don't chase, they don't over-explain, they are not super kind and cute. What they do differently is that they understand how a human's mind works. They know exactly when to pull back, when to say absolutely nothing, and when to reward. And somehow everything, men, money, opportunities, is starting to chase them. That's why in today's video I'm going to explain you the exact strategies that smart women use to get everything they want. Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Michaela, and everything on my channel is about how to embody your queen energy and how to become the most powerful, beautiful and unshakable version of yourself. I want women to see their true worth and never ever settling for less, because ultimately once you do that too, your life will change 360. Let's get into this. The first principle I want to talk about is reciprocity. Really smart women know how to make people want to give back. You need to understand that people feel really uncomfortable when they keep taking without giving back. Now, a smart woman knows how to use that to her own benefit. She triggers that instinct by giving something small, some warmth, some appreciation, some small gesture. Please don't confuse that with over-giving. Give just enough to get that I owe her something response activated. Also, giving doesn't always mean something materialistic, something touchable, physical. You can give compliments, you can give your charm. For example, when you meet a man and you give him a compliment, you compliment his taste, you compliment his capability to fix something, you compliment something in his character, he will feel so valued and he will want to top that up. His brain will naturally look for ways how he can give back, and this naturally comes with gifts, effort or surprises. Don't get me wrong, I keep talking a lot about men, but ultimately you can use these strategies for everyone in your life, not only for men, for friends, for family members, for literally anyone. And also keep in mind that this has nothing to do with manipulation. It's simple knowing how a human's mind works and playing the game. You can keep saying it's exhausting to play the game, but the world is a game. If you do not want to play the game, then stay small, don't listen to any advice of mine, just do you. But if you want to progress in life, you need to also follow the rules of today's world. You need to engage in today's game. If you don't, you will keep acting like a non-playable character, like in the Sims game, and you won't ever have any outcome that you desire, because instead people will play with you. People will decide over your life if you do not decide over your life. Also, I want you to keep in mind that yes, even though it feels uncomfortable and unnatural to you to use strategies or to play a game, but what in life is comfortable? If you want progress, if you want to get something in life, if you want money, you need to get a job, you need to work for money, right? Everything comes with an exchange of effort. If you go to university, you will get an exam and you will go get a job. And this is actually nothing else. You need to learn and study the human psyche, the human mind, the human responses in order to learn how to deal with it and get your desired outcome. Now, let's get into our second principle. Smart women know how to create contrast. As humans, we always value what feels slightly or a lot different than everything else. It's called the contrast effect. So if you're really smart, you do not try to blend in. You do not want to look like everyone else. You're not acting like everyone else. You want to stand out by being and acting completely different. If it's your energy, your looks, or your boundaries, you need to stand out by being exceptional, different. And if you manage that, you will become memorizable in any room. For example, now I learned to have really high standards and boundaries for myself, and it's pretty rare. Everyone around me is not having that. So when I go into any room, I do stand out because I do not give my time freely. I do not give my attention freely. You literally have to prove that you're worthy of my attention, which for some people is too much. For others, they find me very special. Others, they find me very attractive. Others, they find me admirable. In any case, they do all memorize me. Or for example, in dating, most women do over-explain and chase, but if you are a little bit more mysterious and selective, you will see he can't stop thinking about you because you stand out. You are a bit different. Your behavior breaks the pattern. The next principle is use silence as pressure. Again, I'm not telling you to actually manipulate people or be mean to people, but know how to play the game and use the strategies in your favor. In negotiations, in relationships, wherever, whenever, silence always creates discomfort. People rush to fill that silence, and usually it's with unnecessary information that doesn't need to be said, that reveals too much, that is full of concessions. Now, really smart women, they know when to pause, and they are comfortable in that silence. And this is the same in sales or in any other job. When you're negotiating about something, once you set your price and after you go quiet, you usually win over the one who starts to over-explain why the price is justified. And if you translate that into dating or your relationship with a man or even with a friend, when someone does something disappointing, instead of you over-explaining why you feel disappointed, simply withdraw your attention. Withdraw, go silent, don't do anything, don't say anything. The other person will feel the distance and instinctively tries to fix it. Principle number 4, and the absolute game changer, is to frame everything as a benefit for the other person. People always act when they feel like it's their idea. Now, smart women use framing bias. They present what they want as something that helps the other person. This actually is one of the smartest moves you can take, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. Even I am still struggling to do that. It's pretty difficult to make the other person believe it was their idea or it's actually benefiting them to give you what you want, and making it seem like it doesn't really benefit you that much, it benefits more the other person. A little example, instead of saying to your boyfriend or your date to buy you a specific perfume or flowers, say, flowers would make me feel so soft and happy and comfortable, and I would literally be so relaxed and just wanting to cuddle all day. It's so romantic. Or if you're asking for that perfume, you don't say, hey, buy me this perfume. You say, when I smell good, I feel so much more soft and feminine around you. It just makes me want to spend even more time with you. And it reminds me of all the beautiful moments we have, even when we are not together. Keep framing it as something that is beneficial for the other person. Another example, if you want to go on a holiday or you want to go for dinner, make it seem like it's super beneficial for the other person. Make it seem it's almost obvious that this must be done for the other person to be more happy, to enjoy food, to see this country that you want to go to. Please keep in mind to not do that, to make people do something they actually do not want to do. But sometimes you can push someone to do something that actually is in their benefit. For example, when I want to go out with my best friend and she's just not in the mood, but ultimately I know it would be better for her to go out and also for me, so I'm trying to frame it as it would be the best idea for her to get out. I would tell her things like, you would meet someone new, can stop thinking for a second, whatever is coming to my mind. Ultimately, if it's someone you like and you do not want to disappoint, you want to continue the relationship, it always actually has to become the other person's win too. Now, principle number 5, make people invest emotionally before they logically commit. If you know how to build emotional hooks through storytelling, vulnerability, or shared experiences, you already won. Always do this before asking for anything. If you tell a man how safe you feel when he takes care of your bills, when he takes care of certain things, before it's actually for him time to do that, he is already connecting that emotion with providing for you. So when you later ask for something, he tends to say yes to it because he's already emotionally invested. If you share vulnerability in the beginning, just enough to make him feel like he's close to you and he gets to know the real you, then he will feel more connected to you. He's less likely to want to let you go, and he's less likely to say no to anything. Another thing I want to talk about is confidence and desperation. In whatever situation you are, never ever be desperate or never show your desperation. For example, you truly need money to pay your bills. Do never make it seem like you truly need that money. Best case is that you never let it even come to be desperate. Always have something on the side. Have money on the side. Have a backup plan and a backup plan of the backup plan. So you will never ever be even in a situation where you will be desperate. You can ask for things and you should ask for things without being desperate for having this specific thing. You always want to come from abundance, especially if it is about asking for something, but even if it's just about getting your point across, you never want to feel desperate to get someone's opinion on your side. You shouldn't care about what the other person is thinking or how the other person's opinion is, but sometimes also make them believe that their opinion is important. If you already from the get-go make people believe that their opinion do not matter, you're already giving away way too much of your power. It's always good to make them feel like their opinion matters to you, but then ultimately do not get attached to their opinion. Which brings me to another point, which is not a specific strategy, but it's a very important skill to be detached from whatever. You have to be detached from materialistic stuff, from any outcome, from any opinions, from people. You have to be your own full person, which comes in with confidence. If you are already full and happy with your life, you have your own money going on, you have your own life going on, you have your hobbies, your friends, you won't be so attached to someone. Nobody else is more important than you are in your life. And believe me or not, people will feel that. People always want to be part of something that is slightly unattainable but not completely unreachable. So make yourself busy, be not always available, give the impression that you are so important, your life is so important, even if you're not. Minimum give the impression that you're so full of your life. You're busy with doing whatever you're doing. You're not answering immediately. You're not available for a call immediately. You are not available for a meetup now. You need to be a little bit unattainable but not unreachable. Anyways, guys, I hope this could help. I hope you understand what you can do to get everything you want in life. And please don't forget, we do not want to manipulate people to make them do things they ultimately don't want to do. We want to slightly maneuver our way or our opinion to make them believe it's their opinion and to ultimately benefit us, but also benefits them. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.